Alright, I'm back. Wait, are you kidding me? That's how they reset the game? Alright. Huh? Don't tell me the game fucking crashed because of me turning on VSync. I think it did. The game is loading a lot slower with the VSync on compared to off. Because I did play this without VSync and it did run a lot faster. Or maybe that's just how the game is when like I'm streaming while playing this game. Who knows? Yeah, the game is loading a lot slower. It's loading a lot more slower. Yeah, the game is loading slow. Oh, wait. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. Hold on. Because there's like there's a funny move revolving around that summon. But it looks like I can't do it. Because it looks like I accidentally installed it wrong. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like I installed it in wrong. Hold on. I need to fix this. Yeah, it's loading a lot faster. Yeah, so it was better for us to turn off the VSync. It's so much better. It's actually loading so much better. But yeah, I need to test out if we got the summon correctly. Okay. So it's like loading a little slower. It's not that bad. I'm assuming it's gonna become more of a pain in the ass once we get to like more complicated like abilities. Yeah, like stuff like this. Hold on. Let me try to remember how I did this character. Yeah, I remember. Alright. Let's do the... Yeah, she did it! Oh my god. So there's a funny move that you can do in this fighting game if you have a particular summon, which is the one I just showed. So if you had like... Oh, oops. I did not mean to play as you. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So there's a particular summon that was so funny that in actual like local tournaments for Million Author, if you get hit by that special, it's like a guaranteed win because that's how hilarious it is. So you need to get this summon right here, the little chibi character. And what you have to do is just summon her and just let her like, you know, dash towards the enemy. And she will say this. So she will say nice chin chin, which is chin chin is dick in Japanese. So she says nice dick while just you know, touching the guy's pee-pee, and then just blows up. So it's such a funny like partner, like it's such a funny summon attack to the point that like I said in local tournaments, if you get hit by this, it's a like guaranteed win because that's how hilarious it is. Just think about it. It's a literal partner that you summon. She just rushes towards the enemy, touch them in the dick, that says like, hey, nice dick, bro, and then just blows up. Like you can't make this shit up. It's hilarious. Let's see, technique, ground while blocking, anti-air. Yeah, I remember doing that. Alright, what other thing? High horn, Lois. Time your shots. Yeah, I remember that. I'm trying to remember how you do that. Do your strut, double attack. That's not it. I'm trying to remember. How did you do that? Because you could do this. I could do that. Or is it just part of the light combo attack? Hold on, I want to try something. Hold on. No. Doesn't look that nice. I remember doing this. I remember doing combos like that. How did I unlock? Oh yeah, I unlocked like a good chunk of the endings. But I did King Author, Thief Author, Flame Girl, Snow White, and Zig. But I didn't do Twin Blade Author. Yeah, so I only did these two. I didn't do Twin Blade Author. I did Siegfried, and Eternal Flame. I remember doing those, and Snow White. I know she's not I know these two are not. Well, these three, to be more precise. I know they're not available in the story mode. And I remember playing Wildcat Author a bit, but I mostly mained the Nurse, Snow White, and Wildcat. Those are the ones I remember like playing most of the time. I want to see if I can do my grapplers correctly. I remember I would do something like... Hold on. Let me see if I can remember. No, that's not it. Wait, what button is it? Is it this? No, it's not that button. Let's see. Headbutt, body press, anti-air, first quarters. Yeah. Oh, you have to be super close. Like, super duper close. You can't just be far away like I did earlier. You need to be actually close for the command to work. Wait, you can't grab that? What's considered grabbing then? That's not it. It's... I remember that. Steward while defending. I think I remember that one too, but I could never pull that off. I remember this the most because it did so much. How do you launch her in the air? Because I'm trying to do this particular grapple. Unless I have to make her, like, jump. Hold on. Probably. Yeah, so you do have to... So she has to be jumping at a specific angle. So that will work. For that to work. Yeah, I remember doing this. I love the grapple. The grapple is so cool. Close quarters, back quarter. Sorry. Yeah, it's quarter circle back. And then this. I remember this. Man, Snow White is so funny. I like how she's kind of portrayed as a little... Well, I wouldn't say she's vain. She's kind of like oblivious to other people. Yeah, like I said, you only get access to like a certain amount. Oh, Wildcat's now available. I'm assuming they make Wildcat available once you play like the other characters. Let's see, a mix or this. Let's say this. I forgot this was not voice acted. But it is a pretty good looking game. I kind of wish a million author had like a proper. Well, I know it started as a gacha game, like a card collectible, but I really wish it was like an actual like RPG, or maybe there's like an offline version. Because it's such a funny concept. Like, a million author, like the name implies, there's like... there's not one king author, there's like multiples of them. And they're just getting into like kind of a battle royale situation to be the one true king author. But the plot for this game is that you have two historians who are Twin Blade author and Katana author. Oh, she didn't change her outfit. So there's actually a cool thing that occurs if you do like a specific special when to like end the match and such. You actually get to see like a different outfit for each of the characters. Damn it, they didn't show it for her. I thought I could like show it to you guys, but I guess I need to be lucky with the RNG. Oh, I thought she dodged it. Oh, she didn't change her outfit. Maybe I have to beat the other rounds with a special, and then it will change it. Let's try that. Oh, she still didn't change it. I'm so sad that in Mega Dimension Neptunia, the Million Alter DLC is not available anymore because of the copyright expiring. But I know you can technically get it through like quote-unquote legal methods, but it just sucks that it's not available anymore for like legitimate like reasons to buy it. But yeah, the Alter was pretty cool too. Like she has like good mobility. You can do some good follow-up combos with her. And I think Wind has the properties of healing you, but only by like a little bit, not too much. If it's like good healing, then it's gonna be like Ragna the Blood Edge or Celica A Mercury levels of broken. Damn. The power of grapples. I love my grapples. It's so fun. Like once you like land it just perfectly, you just do a fuck ton of damage. Also, I think it's kind of funny that all of the specials are activated with like a quarter circle back, and then you just press two attack buttons at the same time. So because of that, it's really easy to actually pull off specials, but you need to build up the bar real fast.
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. Press button. Judge. この程度飛べ。行く。まだ飛べ。次。どいて。行く。そんなこと思いましたね。まだどいて。そこ。
Oh fuck! She dodged it. Oh well. Oh, that's how you will launch people. So you have to like do forward. Oh, she broke my summon. But still, I didn't expect that special to hit so much, to do so much damage to me. Damn it, my headbutt. Oh, she changed it. Sweet. Look at that.
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. Press button. Judge.
My hitbox is so huge. His projectile actually smacked into me. That's so funny. I didn't really expect that. Oh, I can do the roar to like safely get around projectiles. That's actually smart. I like that. I didn't really expect that to work, but neat.
どうかお許しくださいましね。強敵みたいね。あんたが勝てるかしら。
やれるだけやる。それだけさ。
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
行くぞ。
お手伝い。
まだまだ。まだまだ。よっと。行くぞ。
私だって。これからです。私だって。
何？行くぞ。よっと。行くぞ。よっと。よっと。
さすがは小人さんですわ。
There we go.
Second battle, judge.
まだまだ。行くぞ。
これからですわ。凍らせます。
まだまだ。
小人さん、今ですわ。Life change is complete. それでは皆様、ごきげんよう。
Did she eat a poison apple too? I mean, sure. Let's call it poison, alright. Skin as white as snow, lips and cheeks as red as blood, which makes me the fairest of them. They forgot to mention that her hair is black as ivory. Well, not ivory. It's like... Fuck, what was the name of the bird? Hair is... Wait. Hair is black as raven. No, was it ravens? Or was it Matai? It was Raven. I think it was Ravens, yeah.
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
Wait, that was not enough? Really? Okay.
これに懲りてのおとといいらっしゃいね。
お手先の時期にて我らを倒すことはたわず。
Second battle, judge. こちらをどうぞ。
Grapple. There we go. Let's fucking go. I love my grappler. I love it. I didn't really expect to win the first try, because I always struggle with this. Because that's the point of a fighting game. You always struggle at the final boss, and you have to pump in quarters in it so you can, like, you know, get a slight winning chance. You know, just keep trying over and over again from, like, trial and error. How cute. Oh, you can just press start and it will just skip all the way to the title for you. Yeah, that's useful. Thanks. I'm kind of sad that there isn't a lot. I want to see if I can do Katana after a while. Because I want to make sure I actually do a good job with the character when we do the arcade. Hold on. Okay, she's kind of like... I forgot the name of the character from Under Night Rebirth, the Katana user. Kind of similar, but a more simplified version. Pierce through, fallen slash. Oh. It's like this. Hold on. So she disappears in the air to like slam down. Oh, it's like Jin. It's like Jin. Hold on. Like you would do this dash to like get behind the enemy. Yeah. That's neat. I wish I knew how to play this character. That's actually such a cool like method of like traveling. Oh, we could do something like that. Like, no, not that. It's like, any other abilities? Can you activate in the air? Oh, you can. Like to shorten the animation. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can do stuff like that. Wait a minute. Okay.
Please tell me your select. 行きましょう。時間がないわ。
Who is she gonna fight? And she becomes corrupted in the story. That's kind of the thing I'm questioning. Okay, so the story does changes if you play as Twin Blade Author and Katana Author. So yeah, it seems like if you just pick the other characters, this seems like these two just saying like, oh yeah, you're the displaying author, you're displaying author. It seems nonsensical until you actually play as Twin Blade or Katana Author. I guess what the story mode is trying to do is like you're supposed to play as those two characters since they're kind of like the main characters for this particular Million Author game. Because I know like the original was a gacha game where the other characters that you saw like Thief Author and like Night Author, they were the main characters for the gacha game. Also, I find it funny that our first opponent is a character who also cares about her younger brother in her game. And our character cares about her younger brother.
手加減無用です。私ができるすべて。エクスカリバー。乱れ鉄月下。我が王、さすがです。こんな、もう。
Oh, look at that. We get a nice kimono. I like that. That's cute. I wonder how you do limit break. Because I know that's like a thing you can do and it makes it easier for you to do some cool combos. Oh, not Mordred. Oh god, I hit hard. Oh, that one's cute too. Bikini cat girl. Pause. I need to answer something. Alright, I'm back. There's not wrong with that. Fairies, especially in Folktale, they are some whimsical, like, creatures that really follow a different logic. They're not nice. Wait, is that how you actually do limit break? I didn't mean to do that on purpose, but okay.
騎士たちよ、汝ら主の眼前である。全身と全霊をもってその命をなせ。相手にとって不足はないぜ。
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
バレンティン
やったマジかちょっと
ドライバーやばいし行くぜ。相当かねえな。やばい。
このくらいこれは見えますか。私ができるすべて届いてひらめけ聖剣。乱れ雪月花
There we go. Yeah, it looks like I need to be more tactical with her because it's hard for me to like go full bomb rush. Damn it. There we go. Who am I gonna fight at the end? I think it's probably gonna be Twin Blade Alter. Yeah, because we're like nearing the end. There we go. Damn it. Damn it. I played it to save. God damn it.
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
But how does this work? Do we just fight ourselves? Or do we fight Twin Blade? I think we just had to fight ourselves, so it looks like it. So we do have to fight ourselves. I didn't really expect that. I thought they might change it up a bit, but I guess we have to fight Katana after. I think I'm gonna get my ass kicked because I don't think I'm able to like Aldrew fast enough. Yeah. Oh, we both block each other's attacks. That's cool. Am I supposed to move across? Yeah, I got lucky. Holy shit. I wonder what her ending would be. Oh. Okay, so she's back to her brother. Dude, I feel like this is your typical setup for like star-crossed lovers, like type of a story. Like if you just replace the brother with like, oh yeah, it's like their future kid and shit, then you pretty much got the same formula. But I guess because of them just going with the would they not like romantic angle to it, it and also like, you know, do a younger brother instead. I guess there's a heavier emphasis on the friendship between the two, so that's pretty neat. But if they did wanted to go with a more romantic angle, they would probably do what I just said earlier. Alright, let's do one more round, and then I'll call off stream here since, like I said, it's, like, becoming 5, and I need to get dinner soon and everything, so, yeah. Actually, I need to check something. Can I play this correctly?
やってやるぜ。
行きましょう。時間がないわ。
行くぞ行くぞ。
Okay, so quarter circle, you do this. Oh, wait. Hold on. You do it twice to do a follow-up. Technique. Oh, so like you can just shorten it. Hold on. To kick in the shins. Oh, so it can go further. Okay, it's like a good boost attack. And then you could do this. Hold on. Oh, it's like a. Okay. I get what they wanted to do with that. Second hit possible. Wait, you can do it 3 times? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, damn. Okay, the timing is... It's like... Tough. Hold on. Okay, so the timing is like, you have to time it properly. During second hit is possible. Oh, you can like do something like this. Hold on, you can do something like this. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Okay. And then that's a counter. No, I did that wrong. It's a Z input. There we go. Oh, okay, I can do stuff like that. No, that's not a good combo. This is a good combo. Alright.
Please tell me your select. Please tell me your select.
オーケー、やってやるぜ。
I wonder if the story is... I mean, this starting point of the story. Is it gonna be the same? Or is it gonna, like, slightly differ a bit?
騎士たちよ、汝ら主の眼前である。全身と全霊をもってその命をなせ。さあ、追っ始めようぜ。
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
行くぞ。マジかよ。行くぞ。俺を超える。
Second battle, judge.
行くぞ。よっと、そこだ。両端。よっと、そこだ。行くぞ。上等、上等。やばい、行くぞ。上等。やるな。マジか。
Oh, they take away his t-shirt, so he's like bare-chested with the loose tie and everything. Oh, I see why. I can see how it could be quite appealing to specific types of people.
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
行くぞ。行くぞ。よっと。行くぞ。
このくらい。このくらい。
Oh, she countered that. I didn't expect that.
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
頼むぜ。エクスカリバー頼むぜ。大発見。リアクシングバット。
There we go.
もっとやれるはず。行くぞ。全力の向こう側。エクスカリバー。
激弱です。もう一度二度とごめんです。また服燃やしちゃって。
悪い、わざとってわけじゃ。
ま、あんたが本気になれたってんならいいんじゃない？
ありがとう。
邪魔する相手は食べちゃうぞなんてね。 This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
行くぞ。
Ow.
行くぞ。まだまだ行くぞ。行くぞ。行くぞ。エクスカリバー頼むぜ。大発見リアクシングバスター。行くぞ。まだまだ行くぞ。行くぞ。ビートブレイク。行くぞ。行くぞ。行くぞ。行くぜ。あの行くぜ。全力の向こう側。エクスカリバースマッシュ。
I was kind of hoping there might be a change to his victory animation, but I guess not. Maybe I need to do a different special for it to change. Oh, that's how you change it. So you use the other specials other than his like Blood Arcana one. They didn't change this out. Well, they only changed it back to the apron one. I was hoping for a different outfit change.
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
I didn't expect me to actually. I didn't expect that to work. I thought it was gonna fail.
Levitation complete.
Hi Mizu, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine, Moon. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, let me give you a shout out. Where's my mouse? There it is. There you go, Moon. But yeah, I'm just doing fine. Just had some like streaming issues because the first time around it was doing fine until I decided to download a game while streaming and it caused it to bugger. It caused it to bug out. So because of that, I had to like reset OBS. And then after that, I was like, alright, I'm done downloading the game, so I need to go like set everything up again. And then now it's working. But yeah, other than that, it's been a-okay. Just been playing a lot of games I have on my good old laptop. Mostly because I forgot to charge my PS Vita. And I was like, yep. I didn't set up my Switch either, so might as well just play some games I have on the laptop right now. But yeah, I am wrapping things up, Moon, because like it's getting kind of late in my end, and I do need to get like dinner ready. So I'm just gonna do like this one last run in Million Author Arcana Blood. It's a fighting game. So I'm just gonna do one more run of it, which is what I'm doing right now, and then I'll just like, you know, wrap everything up and like end stream and such. That's unfortunate, but glad to hear you're able to get it to work. Yeah, like it took me a while because I was like what's causing it to bugger out other than like me downloading stuff on the side. So I kind of had to like tab on random stuff every now and then, but I was able to get everything to work now. Oh yeah, the Million Author game. Okay, so the game I'm playing, Moon, is called Million Author Arcana Blood. It's a fighting game spin-off of a gacha game series that's pretty much dead. That was only Japanese exclusive called A Million Author. And if you're wondering like, okay, what's the plot? Basically, in that gacha game, every character you meet is King Author. Every single person you meet there is King Author. But it's like a slightly different one. Like this King Author is a thief. This one is a mage. This one uses twin swords. Another King Author uses a claymore, etc., etc. Like, you know, everyone in that gacha game is King Author. And I don't really remember the plot in the gacha game since, you know, it was Japanese exclusive and like, you know, there's no English release for it. But the only thing I kind of remember from it was just you trying to be the one true King Author. Like, you're just collecting all these King Authors to become the one true King Author. And whatnot. So, eventually, they decided to make a spin-off fighting game for it called Million Author Arcana Blood, which was made by Team Arcana, who in turn created the Arcana Heart games, which is also another fighting game franchise that I won't go into too much detail, Moon. But yeah, so they made this game where fundamentally, they're like, all right, what should the plot be? They're like, all right, so we're going to have 2 foreign exchange students from Japan. They're just going to Britain for a field trip. And then all of a sudden, they get sucked into a wormhole and they discover that they're in the past. And there's a bunch of King Authors. They have 2 fairies that told them like, hey, you need to do this like tournament for us. You just need to fight a bunch of King Authors and a bunch of fairies to collect their blood, so we can fill up the Holy Grail, and it will grant you any wish you want. Like, we're not suspicious whatsoever. So the 2 foreign exchange students, they're like, well, we have no choice because, like, what lead do we have? We're still trying to figure out how to get back home. So they pull Excalibur. Well, not Excalibur. They pull the sword out of the stone, which is Caliburn. It's not Excalibur. Excalibur is from when King Arthur talked to the Lady of the Lake, Lady Vivian. That's how he gets Excalibur. The one that he pulls from the stone, which a lot of people thought was Excalibur, is actually Caliburn, which is just a regular sword that the King of England decided to put in there and said, like, hey, anyone that can pull the sword becomes king after he died and such. But yeah, enough of my ramblings of, like, folktale stuff. But anyway, they pull the sword from the stone. They get their own swords, and they're like, all right, time to do this, like, you know, fighting game tournament so we can get our way back home and such. So, yeah, that's pretty much the plot they did for Arcana Blood, A Million Author. And whatnot. But anyway, that's very interesting. So many authors. Yeah, there's so many authors, Moon. I'll actually show you some of it after we beat, like, the story mode real fast.
This is the Kingdom's Junction. Please tell me your select. First battle, judge.
Female author too. Yeah, there's a there's actually a couple female authors, but I'll show it to you after we beat this. Hold on. Damn it. All right, Moon. So there's only a handful of authors we have in this game because, like, you know, the title's called Million Authors. I highly doubt they're gonna make like a million characters available for a fighting game. That's way too much. So they're gonna give us like a handful of king authors and a couple of like spirits that you get in the game, in the gacha game, like and such. So yeah. So we'll start with the first two that we get introduced to in this game. Like, they're exclusive to this game. You have Twin Blade Author. You know, he uses 2 swords. And then you have Katana Author. He uses a katana. He's also ice ability. Yeah, Blade Protector Author. He's kind of the closest thing you expect to be, like, as close as, like, the accurate King Author. Like, when you think of him in the legends and such, he's, like, the closest thing you get to that. Oops. You have Thief King Author. He's a thief. she steals stuff. She's actually pretty popular to the point that she actually appeared in a couple other fighting games. And not only that, Moon, but she also appears in Hyperdimension Neptunia as like a DLC character. More specifically, she was in Mega Dimension Neptunia. But unfortunately, you can't get her DLC nowadays because of the copyrights to A Million Author. It ran out, so because of that, her DLC is now unavailable for you to purchase for Mega Dimension Neptunia. So because of that, the only way for you to have her DLC, if you were to play Mega Dimension Neptunia, is to either you bought it before it got pulled off, or you go through the quote-unquote legal methods that I remember someone made a guide for to like have her DLC available and everything. So yeah, unfortunately, that's the case nowadays. But overall, when it came to the author, she's one of the more popular authors. She's kind of like, I would say, the main representative for A Million Author whenever she appears in like other games as like a crossover event and such. So yeah, Wildcat author. She is a gun user. She uses guns. She has an interesting mechanic, but that kind of requires me to like go into the specifics of it. So I'll say that for another time. Yes, Siegfried, he's not an author per se, but the game treats him as one, and his lore kind of revolves around him being a artificial king author. So yeah. Yeah, Nume. She's just your typical magic girl witch. She uses a vacuum to fight. Nothing too like much to say. You have Eternal Flame. She's interesting. She uses 2 fire abilities, and she's more like your rushdown character. It means she likes to get up close and personal and likes to like barrage you with a bunch of attacks, giving you little room to breathe. That's the point of a rushdown character, Moon. Overall, she's interesting. She doesn't have much emotions except wanting to please King Arthur in a sense of like she just wants him to like praise her and such. She's just that attached to King Arthur essentially. But anyway, you have these 2 characters. They're not from this game, Moon. They're actually crossover characters. This girl, Rise, she's from a game called Trials of Mana, or Seiken Densetsu Dream, if you go by the Japanese title. She's one of the 6 protagonists you can pick in that game, and honestly, I do like the trial. I do like Trials of Mana. I like both the original Super Nintendo game, but also the 3D remake. Although I think the 3D remake I probably enjoyed more for the post game than the main game, because I felt like the main game they didn't do anything like too surprising for it in terms of like how they adapted the content from like a 2D game to a 3D game. But I did like the post-game content for that game. That was pretty cool. But overall, I think I would say I'm more fond of the original Super Nintendo version of Trials of Mana. But anyway, this girl is like one of the 6 protagonists you can pick from. Her whole backstory is that her brother's missing, so you need to go look for him. That's it. Then you have Ainori. Oh boy, Ainori. So he is from a famous fighting game franchise called King of Fighters. It's like your more traditional fighting game in terms of like how combos work and how you do movement and such. The best way I would describe Inori is that he's your typical edgelord like rival character. Like he is such an edgelord that he despises the idea of being buddy-buddy with his rival character. He just straight up hates his rival character. And the only time he actually gets along with his rival character is in, I think it was King of Fighters 11, where he loses his abilities and he's pretty much forced to do a different playstyle in that game. And he ends up becoming a little bit nicer to his rival character, to the point that he actually teams up with him in the story of that game, which kind of cracks me up a lot because of how much this guy literally screams in the top of his lungs how much he hates his rival. But yet in 11, he ends up blowing a different whistle because of him losing his abilities and having to play differently in that game. So yeah. I don't know who this character is, to be honest. This is like the first time I was introduced to this character. She's pretty fun though. She's kind of like an interesting zoner character. Oh yeah, I kind of have to explain this one, Moon. So a zoner, in the context of a fighting game, zoners are designed to maintain distance from their opponent. In other words, they're designed to keep opponents a certain distance away from them. I wouldn't call them long-range characters, Moon, because there are some zoners that are dedicated to like changing how far and how close their opponent can be. Like some zoners have good like close-up capabilities, while others are good at long range. I would say the best way to describe a zoner is that they have the ability to maintain distance. Like they're able to like keep their opponent at a specific distance that they exceed in. So you can have a zoner that's like, hey, I'd rather have the enemies far away from me. So they specialize on more on long range stuff. While some zoners are like, hey, I like switching between long range and close range just to like, you know, trip them all the time. They can't just ding them predictable and such. So that's one way you can be a zoner as well. So that's how I would describe it. Anyway, she's kind of like an interesting zoner type character. She switches between close range and long range whenever she feels like it to kind of, you know, trip up her opponents and such. I don't know who this character is. I just know she's a cat girl and she uses a big hammer and she hits hard. That's all I know. Moon, I really don't know anything about this character. I think she's like a summon you can get in the gacha game and whatnot. But yeah. So the last character I'm gonna show you, Moon, is Snow White. But here's the thing. So Moon, when you think of Snow White, what kind of playstyle you think that character would have? Do you think she's more like a summoner? You know, she summons her 7 dwarves and they do stuff for her. Do you think she's more like, oh, she's actually capable of like, you know, punching someone? So she uses like some kind of close range combat. Like when you think of Snow White, you're just thinking like, okay, what kind of playstyle would it be? Are you ready to see what kind of playstyle she is? She's a grappler character. And if you want to know what grapplers are, grapplers are these, they're these big characters, Moon. They are specifically designed to be so big that when they just do like a light punch, it just takes up half of the screen. They're just humongous. But because of them being, you know, big, it's also easy for them to get hit too. But they make it up for just doing so much damage. And they have the ability to do, as the name implies, they can grapple their opponents. And the moment that occurs, they will just take away a huge amount of the enemy's HP. Just grabbing the opponent, just slamming them, doing suplexes. You know, it just does huge amount of damage and whatnot. And of course, you're wondering, like, how does she even do these suplexes? How does Snow White does it? Her 7 dwarves. That's right, Moon. You have Snow White. That's just the girl. And then you have her 7 dwarves, which is the big guy there. Yeah, that's how they make Snow White into a grappler. Let me change the HP amount so you're able to like kind of see. So yeah, you can tell that the dwarf is really big. You can just hit so far. This really humongous, Moon. The dwarf is so huge. And when you get the grapples, you know, they can't do shit. The enemy just loses so much. They just lose so much HP. Like, look at this moon. You have a full bar, and then you do the grapple. Oh, oops. I did that wrong. Hold on. You do the grapple. I keep pressing the wrong thing. Hold on. Takes up like 1/4 of the HP. That's how strong grapplers are when you know, let them grab stuff. It gets more crazy if you do the special. Oh, oops. That is the wrong button. What was the button again? Let's see. Quarter circle and then double attack. Gotcha. This huge amount of damage. And then you're wondering like, oh, don't every fighting game character have like a super duper special? And I'm like, yes. All you have to do for every single character is a back quarter circle, and then you press both attack buttons. That's all you have to do. And if you're wondering like, are these inputs easy to do? Yes, it is. Because when it comes to quarter circles, it doesn't require a lot of thinking. You can just naturally do it by just guiding your thumb like it's normal. But yeah, all these character specials, you can do it with a back quarter circle and then all attack buttons. Oops, wrong button. And this is what it looks like. Look at all those dwarves. The literal super duper special is just one dwarf, you know, doing the suplex, then tossing the opponent to the other dwarf, and they just do a constant chain of suplexes until you get to the last one, and then they flip the guy up to the stars. So you can just do a, you know, a finisher, just slam her down into the earth. That's amazing. Yeah, like, it's so funny to me. It's great. Like, this is how you do a grappler character of Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. It's just great. But yeah, like, you did kind of notice that, oh, hold on. Let me pick a specific color. There it is. Then what was I? Oh yeah. So you have this section here, Moon, called the knights. They're your summons essentially. So summons come in 4 flavors. You have fire, ice, wind, and neutral. The best way I would describe these elements is fire does more damage, ice freezes enemies for a little bit, wind recovers your HP if it hits the enemy. Neutral has special properties depending on which summon you get for neutral and such, but there is one particular summon I want to show you, Moon. So this summon is really funny, mostly due to the fact that it was so funny that unfortunately it got censored when this game came out in, like, for English-speaking countries, but in Japan it's like uncensored and such. But I'll show you the summon. Hold on. So the summon I'm talking about is this one here. So this particular summon did a interesting animation when you unleash it on the enemy. And this is what it is. So if you're wondering, like, what did she say in Japanese? So she said nice chin-chin, which in Japanese, chin-chin means dick. So she pretty much said, nice cock, bro, and then blows up. And it's such a funny, like, summon Moon, to the point that in Japan, for any tournament of 1,000,000 Alter Arcana Blood, if someone gets hit by that special, they lose. So that means if this person had the summon and they use it on the opponent and it actually lands, they win the match immediately. Like, it was that funny, to the point that like the people in Japan, when they ever hold tournaments, they're like, hey, we need to add an additional rule. If you get hit by the nice chin-chin summon, you win, like, sorry, if you have the nice chin-chin summon and it actually lands, you win the round. And whatnot. Like, it was that funny. It was that popular. But unfortunately, Moon, it was censored when it came to us Westerners, because we don't appreciate the funniness of, you know, nice cock, bro, and then, you know, blows up. And whatnot. So because of that, Moon, if you're wondering, like, hey, you're playing this game in English, how you're able to have this? Simple, I just modded the game. Like, there's a literal guide that tells you how to mod it, and I did that, and I was able to experience the nice chin-chin in all its wonderful glory. Is probably the best way I would describe it. But anyway, so yeah. Overall, this is an interesting fighting game. I know it's not that popular because not everyone, you know, plays fighting games that much. And when it comes to the fighting game community, they're probably busy with other games like Street Fighter or Tekken and such. So I don't really blame them. But I do like this fighting game. It's like nice, short, simple, has a good roster of characters that are very unique from one another. And I like the summons. They do bring, like, variety when it comes to some of the things you can do in the combat. But yeah, I think this is it for now, Moon, because like I said, I do need to get, like, you know, dinner ready. I need to get everything prepped up and such. So yeah, just let me off. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm able to, like, show you it, Moon, because like I said, I feel like this game is a little bit under the radar, so I'm able to kind of, like, yap about it for, you know, just a little bit. And honestly, it's just fun for me to yap about it. But yeah, thanks for the stream. No problems, man. I do appreciate you stopping by and just saying hi to me and just, you know, talking to me for a little bit and such. I do appreciate you and everything. But yeah, it's a very interesting game. Yeah, I do recommend it if you want to try out fighting games, because in my opinion, man, this game does feel like it's a lot more beginner friendly. Like, you're able to, like, pick up the game, understand what's going on, and you're able to kind of understand, like, oh, okay, this is how you do this and that. Like, it doesn't, like, you know, go Spartan training on you. It's more like, yeah, it's easy for you to grab and, like, pick up and such. So I do recommend it if you want a more, I guess, traditional fighting game, but has more, like, beginner friendliness to it. I would probably word it like that. So yeah, very interesting game. And whatnot. But yeah, so the schedule for you guys. I will not be streaming tomorrow because I have things to do. But I think for next week, I do have some time on Monday. So I might be able to do a stream. And I'm not sure I'm gonna, like, continue with PS Vita, or we're just gonna play more random games on the PC. I think we're gonna do PS Vita, because I did promise you guys I was gonna do it, but then I forgot to charge it. So yeah, next time when I stream, it'll be more PS Vita stuff. So yeah, that's the schedule. So I will stream on Monday, November 17th. I will try to do 11:30 a.m. PST time. If not, it'll probably be at 12 p.m. PST time. If I'm not, like, you know, suddenly get busy and it takes too long for me. So yeah, I would say that would be the appropriate time I will start my stream and everything. So yeah, that's the schedule. So time for time for me to say my thanks and my goodbyes to you all. So thank you all for watching me. I appreciate it. Those who have been lurking, I appreciate the support. You guys are cool. Those who have been chatting with me, I enjoy the conversations we have. Today's conversations, pretty good. I was able to kind of yap like a lot than usual, mostly because I was like troubleshooting and like making sure everything goes properly and such. So because of that, I ended up just talking more than you know average. And I think it helped me a lot. I think it did. So yeah, I do appreciate you guys just letting me have the opportunity just to kind of yap and talk. This helps with my social skills and such. So yeah, I do appreciate it. Thank you guys, as always. Bye. Have a good night. Yeah, I hope you have a good night too, Moon. Oh yeah, Moon, if you're gonna stream and such, I'll definitely like stop by and say hi and everything. But yeah, I guess that's all for my thanks. So I will say my goodbyes to you all. So have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon, whatever time it is on your side of the world. This is Final Mizu saying goodbye. Goodbye.